Hey guys, it's Carly, coming back at you with another video. So, I'd like to discuss some storylines that I think Girl Meets World should do, or that storylines they probably could have done better. For example, there was an episode where Farkle said that he only gets to have his mother's ring temporarily to put on Riley and Maya's hand because his mom takes off the ring and throws it at Stuart Minkus. Like, you have him say that, but then you make us forget by just brushing it off. It's like, why is Jennifer taking off Stuart's or her wedding ring? Like, that's not a happy marriage. I think that would be a good storyline to do on Farkle's parents getting a divorce, but divorce is too terrible for Disney, even though it was talked about on That's So Raven. I think you cut out all of your too mature scenes. Mature scenes. Like, why? This show, I feel as though, and a lot of people feel this way, that this show is not reaching its full potential. This show needs to be allowed to unleash its full potential and by keeping it on Disney Channel, you're not allowing it, you're cutting around the issues, and you're not addressing them head on. Like, for example, I think another great story would be Maya's father. I think we need to meet his family, or his other family. Maya said, my dad has a new family, a new wife, and I think she said that she has half-siblings. So, are we going to meet those half-siblings, or are you just going to mention them and then brush them off to the side? I think this is something I've noticed, especially with Boy Meets World, because I made a rant in another video saying how terrible the continuity is in Boy Meets World. But I think in Girl Meets World, I don't think you should just mention stuff in passing for main characters and then never bring it up again. That just, like, you mention things that are good stories, and then it's like, oh, we're just gonna brush it under the rug or throw it out the window, and then you don't go anywhere with them. I also think that you should I'm glad that you dealt with Asperger's autism, because I haven't really seen a Disney show that has done that. So I think that would be a good idea. Let's see, another thing. Oh, Riley, the Girl Meets World episode, Girl Meets She Don't Like Me. I didn't really think I liked the idea of it, and Riley trying to come to terms with somebody not liking her, even though she would normally keep that bottled up, but she's like, she doesn't like me, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world. But you never really give us a reason. You only showed Shay like twice. Like, oh, I don't like you. Yes, you show her like 3 or 4 times throughout the episode, and we never actually see her be mean to Riley. Well, except the part where she says she doesn't like Riley, but that's rude. But we never learn why she doesn't like Riley. We just assume, we have to go based off assumptions, because you can't just say, I don't like you, and then be like, not have the girl in it, or not getting along with Riley. Because I just think that's rude. Just, I don't like you because you're weird, or I don't like your hair and you're wearing the weirdest jeans ever. Like, why did you not give more substance into that episode? So, I thought it was handled very this the scene where Smack was talking about sex. Like, why'd you bleep that out? I know it's on Disney Channel. This is a coming of age story, and they're all teenagers. They know what sex is, or they should know what sex is. They should know what puberty is. They are in 9th grade, and you're telling me they don't know what sex is? Come on. Like, let's learn about mental health. Like, let's learn about the body. What is so wrong with that? It's not, these little kids aren't going to stay kids forever. For example, I think Riley should be given a depression storyline. And I think it would be better to give it to her rather than to Maya. Because Maya is someone who has worked hard to get to a place of being happy. She's worked hard for her happiness. I mean, she's kind of forgiven her dad with that letter she wrote. I like someone's post, and I think if you watch Star Funny 550, she has a link to a post on one of her videos that she wrote about how Maya didn't become Riley. That's the other thing. I think it's interesting how people will say Maya became Riley, even though, and I love both these characters, don't get me wrong, but Riley has had one identity crisis per season. I mean, the first season, a Harajuku girl, whatever the heck that is, dresses as a nerd because her friends wanted her to, or she thought the world wanted her to be a nerd. And then, it's like, in season 2, she thought she could never be as good as Cory and Topanga, and tried to run to a nunnery, whatever, and saw Topanga walk out, and then a clown. She tried to go to the circus to join a clown, she talked to a clown about her issues. And Maya's the one with an identity crisis, and then she dressed up in a stupid blue wig and a cute outfit, which I thought was cute. And the fact that they allowed fake swords into school, I thought that was a little unrealistic, because first of all, no school allows any form of weapons or anything that looks like a weapon because it's illegal. And 2, why is she dressing up in a blue wig? And then why is she dressing up in stupid wigs and dumb costumes if Maya's the one having an identity crisis, but Riley's not having any form of identity crisis? She has she's had 10 different identity crises throughout the show. I mean, in the episode where she eats Zay's cookie, she's like, I liked it. I'm bad Riley. I'm not simple Riley anymore. But I also think she acts bubbly is because of the Riley Committee. I feel like in some respects that's kind of a hindrance and an insult to Riley, because to me that implies she isn't smart, which she is smart. She isn't totally blissfully unaware of the bad things that go on. I mean, why do they make it one episode I want to change Halloween to Malaria Day, and then the few episodes later she's like, I gotta take the sweater off, it's made from sheeps, and oh my gosh, the shaving of sheep's terrible. I gotta learn all these. We live in a world of climate change. Girl, 1 minute ago, you were all about changing Halloween to Malaria Day, and now you're telling me, oh, well, oh my god, climate change, sheep are being shaved. Consistency, people! Where is it? Like, where is it? And I also think Riley needs I need a storyline where it revolves around Riley for the most part. Because, in my personal opinion, it almost feels like she's being overshadowed. And I think she needs to. Her friends need to branch out. Or, like, not just Riley and Maya. Like, have Riley and, for example, have Riley hang out with Smackle by herself, Maya hang out with Smackle, and then, like, have Riley and Maya hang out with Smackle and get to know them a little better, because I'd like to see some more girl time with Riley, Maya, and Smackle, and then have, like, Farkle, Zay, and Lucas hang out, then have Zay and Smackle hang out, and then have Zay and Farkle hang out. Like, at the Christmas episode, I thought giving Farkle or Zay a game that Farkle and Smackle like was great. I want to see that go somewhere. Like, let's see the whole group get to know each other. Let's Riley and Smackle hang out. Oh, I already said that, but you know what I mean? Like, why doesn't the group get to know each other? You can't, I mean, you can hang out and call each other friends and then know jack diddly squat about each other. Another thing that would make for an interesting storyline. Lucas Fryer. Oh boy, yes, I know I've ranted on him before. You need to give him a storyline, not just I'm a bad boy from Texas that got expelled from school. I have anger issues, and then you don't see him doing anything, and then being like the one F boy who says, I really like you, Riley. He says it twice, but then he grabs Maya's face, almost kisses her, and then he has, like, no hesitation. I mean, they touch subtly, but not like that. He has no hesitation of picking up Maya, and then he picks up Riley, because, you know, yeah. Oh. Ships. I know I'm a big shipper, but also I don't want to be one of those obnoxious. I kind of am one of those obnoxious. I can't talk. Obnoxious shippers like Laurel or Ryarkle. You can't just put in, like Smurfblog says, you can't just put in frickin' foreshadowing moments. Like, you're supposed to tell me that the Ryarkle kiss meant nothing. Sparkly Ryarkle. Like, for example, Corpenga kiss, red and purple. Topanga wore purple. Corey wore red. Ryarkle kiss, red and purple. Riley wore purple. Farkle wore red. Let's see. They said I love you when they were 14. And they said it when Farkle was wearing a jean jacket. Corey Topanga said I love you. Corey wore a jean jacket. The fact that I think I saw a hint where Riley's favorite show is a Martian show in outer space about Mars. And then who did Farkle say? You, me, Mars, let's do this thing to? Riley. You can't have Farkle say things like, that Google is my favorite sound in the world, and then tell me his feelings are only romantic for Smackle. I mean, he might love Maya and Riley equally, but I think because it doesn't work for me. You can't say that even though he's more concerned about Riley's feelings, I feel like Farkle is the one person who definitely gets Riley on an instinctive level. And I feel like everyone just brushes Riley off as if, bye, you're annoying, which I know most people do find her annoying. But, like, for example, oh, well, your Secret Santa, like, when Riley has ideas or wants to stick to her beliefs, I know that Riley can have entitlement issues, but like people, I feel as though people step on her, and that's not okay to me. Or how if Riley does something, that's the other thing, special treatment of characters, and Maya and Riley, anti-Riley will put Maya on a pedestal, anti-Maya will put Riley on a pedestal, but I don't think either girl deserves to be on a pedestal, and let's not pretend like Riley's the only one who does rude things, because I saw a lot of people complaining about how she was basically calling Maya a slut because she was going to marry 5 guys. Yet, that's looked down upon. It's also looked down upon that Riley is capable of making mistakes, but the minute she does, she's like this terrible person. But then Maya can go and do these low-key things, like not support Riley at cheerleading, asks Riley, like, hey, I don't want to look for your bear, and then Riley goes and gets her tacos and a bobblehead that she so badly wanted, but yet Riley's a bad friend. I don't get that. Or Maya can say, like, oh, how am I in a triangle with that? Or we hate Secret Santa, and I'm gonna pinch you every time you say Secret Santa, or I'm gonna lock you out your bedroom window for you. I don't get it. It's like, why can Maya do well? Oh, and Maya kidnapped someone, okay? Maya Hart freaking kidnapped someone. Why did she? And you treat Katie like she's somebody from juvie, yet it's like, oh, hey, old friend. Nice to see you. I see your. It's not like, oh, Maya, why did you handcuff so-and-so to this radiator? Maya, you can get in a lot of trouble for this. Nope. It's like, smile, hi. It's like, oh, you're handcuffed. Never mind that. Like, what? Maya committed a freaking felony, and Katie is all like, oh, you're my buddy. I'm not going to try and help Maya. I just think that was weird. Weird and just, okay. More storylines that could be better for this show. Riley needs to branch out, find her own hobbies and talents, because Smackle and Farkle are the geniuses. Luke and Zay are the athletes. And Riley is like... Riley's the leader, but she's smart. She isn't this dumb character. Like, why do people treat Riley like she's dumb? She isn't dumb. She's very smart. In the first season, she did Maya's homework. She was a straight A student, as implied, even though 1,260 A's, 1,261 A's. Because that does not add up. Because Stuart Minkus got 699 A's. And I'm guessing Riley got 698. And then Tobangas has 700 A's, and Farkle has gotten 700 A's. So I just think it's very interesting how they say 1,261 A's, as if that was a random number they pulled out their ass, but who knows? Yeah. Oh. I think Maya's pitied a little too much. That's just my personal opinion now. I can relate to the fact that her dad's not around because my dad's not around, but it's like you pity Maya way too much and hold her on this pedestal as if she can do no wrong, because it's like, people need someone to believe in Maya. Nah. Like, are you serious? Her mom is a hard-working... And then you try to compare her to Sean. She's really not like Sean. I mean, she has a house in the ground, for one. She has a bed to sleep on and a roof over her head, even though it leaks. And then she has a mom who busts her butt to make sure that Maya is happy, to make sure that so that Maya can have good things. And yet, it's like Maya just makes me mad because it's almost like she's rejecting her mother as if, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, also, Maya, I feel as though this is just my personal opinion, her and Augie get way more attention from Cory and Topanga because, I mean, they practically spoil Maya. They feed her dinner, they let her, I feel like she sleeps over there all the time for the most part. They let Maya, Cory bought her a cell phone. Cory bought Maya a cell phone and colored pencils. Like, what? I mean, I'm glad that she has a good relationship with the Matthews, but she is not their daughter. Like, Riley is their daughter. Or, I think it's funny how Maya goes, I'm just lazy, and then she's like, Topanga is all like, give me a hug, give me a hug, you Amazon warrior. And then Riley's like, I want to be lazy for one day. Oh, you're grounded. Although, then again, Riley did act like a brat. But I just think it's interesting how Maya can say she's lazy and be like, hug, Amazon warrior. And then Riley says she's lazy, and then Topanga's all like, you're grounded for 3 weeks. Although we all know Riley deserved it, but still. That was just a little hypocritical. And then the way Maya got her first refrigerator ceremony, that was not necessary, Topanga. The way she just, boom, rips off all the stuff in the refrigerator, that was not funny. Well, at first it was, but then I'm like, Augie's right. That was completely inappropriate, and there was no reason for you to have to degrade Riley like that. Why did you do that? I mean, you could have just simply put it up, but it like, my new kid, not I'm braiding my new daughter's hair. Like, that was just rude. I'm braiding my new daughter's hair. Right in front of Riley, because we all know that Riley has low self-esteem issues, so I would have liked to see, like, Mom, I'm your daughter too, you know. I'm smart. I got a D. There's no reason for you to be so mean. But that was just mean and rude. Yeah. Oh. Also, I think you should make Shay a reoccurring character, because I think it would be very interesting to see how she reacts when she realizes Riley's mom, Topanga, had her parents audited for tax evasion just because who does that? To a degree, Topanga is a little insecure and immature. That rhymed. Because, one, she's still bitter about the Lauren thing. Like, Evan's like, Mr. Matthews, my mother says hello. I'm never coming here again. Come on, Topanga. He picked you. You have nothing to worry about. He picked you. Stop stressing, girl. And then you go and have this poor girl's parents audited all because she didn't like your daughter. Come on. Seriously? Why not make Shay a reoccurring character? Because I think Shay has the potential to be an interesting character, and she could develop into something more than I don't like you, Riley. And plus, I like the part where Riley goes up to her and is like, hi. And Shay's all like, I still don't like you. Then Riley smiles and says, I like you. And then Shay is just left at her locker smiling. She's like, she's not like, ugh. She gives off a genuine smile. Like, come on. How do you not make her a reoccurring character? And instead, you have super annoying characters like Ava, who is like a little mini Topanga because she's the only one who challenges Topanga, which I kind of like Ava. And then the only more annoying character you have is Dewey or Doy. The fact that he wants to be called Doy is enough to just shut me off to his character. Like, you want to tweet up? Like, it's funny, but it's like, dude, Doy is so annoying. I can't believe someone wants to be called Doy. I stole candy for 2 years and I didn't even know it was shoplifting because I thought it was free. Yeah, you're annoying. I am so... like, it gets to me! Or Billy. Billy was Sparkle's bully, who's black, and then Lucas shoved him and then you never see him again. Why? Why do we not see him again? I thought it would have been interesting for him to come around and apologize to Sparkle for how he's treated him, or come back and see a reformed Billy. Or Missy. Missy was only in 1 episode, but I know Olivia Stuck. I think that's the actress who plays her. Correct me if I'm wrong. But she's on another show, so yeah. Zay needs more development, although he's gotten subtly developed as a character because he's matured. Well, let's meet his mom, his grandma. Oh! I just remembered Riley's line when she's crying in the steps next to mine. She's like, I hope Zay stops using humor to cover up his inner turmoil. Like, don't just throw lines out there. Like, is that foreshadowing something? Does Zay have a bad home life? Is he poor? What? Are we gonna see like a racist episode with Zay? Are we? Come on! Like, why would you have Riley say that and then not say, oh, he doesn't have inner turmoil? Yes, he does. Or otherwise, you wouldn't have made Riley say that line. I think you do a lot of foreshadowing, or you put in lines, and then you sweep them up under the rug, and they're never mentioned again or until way later, unless the show's continuity is as bad as Boy Meets World's continuity, and then you're never going to bring it up again. So, yes, these were my thoughts on Girl Meets World. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Alright, have a nice one.